once we feel like we've passed the test, we're like, oh, we're good to go. But the risk is what we're really trying to mitigate. So why would just lowering your cholesterol maybe not be the total solution for somebody that's been told that they have high cholesterol?
Definitely. Well, half of the people who have a heart attack have normal cholesterol. So that's not the only reason why we have a cardiovascular disease. Unfortunately, cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer. We're so always worried about cancer, but cardiovascular disease is a problem. So certainly we don't want to ignore it. But just throwing a statin drug at it isn't always the best option because we do need cholesterol. If you lower the cholesterol too much, one, it can affect your hormones and your vitamin D and your oxidation levels. But two, we know statins have a huge risk for Alzheimer's because it affects the myelin sheath. So they're seeing a huge uptick in Alzheimer's with people who are taking statins. So we don't want to throw one problem and get another problem.
And I find so often when we have blood tests or tests that we basically start treating for the test. And so it's like, oh great, you got an A+ in your cholesterol, or your bone density scan looks great. However, they're super dense, but it's now been filled with not bone, but the medication, and your fracture rate is just as high. And so we often fall into these traps. Like we want to be in a certain range via the blood test or the scan or whatever. And once we feel like we've passed the test, we're like, oh, we're good to go. But the risk is what we're really trying to mitigate. And I think that working with a provider like a naturopathic doctor or other more holistic person to look at the whole, because we want to lower that toxicity. We want to lower your cardiovascular disease risk, not just the blood test for cholesterol.
Because again, and we'll throw statin drugs under the bus right now. Statins will increase your risk for Alzheimer's, but also it depletes your body of CoQ10, which gives you a lot of muscle pain. We need CoQ10 as a good antioxidant for your heart. You're just being this vicious cycle of trying to help your heart, but you're actually making it worse. So again, having more information than just what is your cholesterol number is really important.